This is Don DeBartolo, a senior commodity broker and market strategist with Daniels Trading, a division of StoneX in Chicago. I am also the trader behind the Trade Spotlight advisory service. Trade Spotlight, 3 segments, all under one advisory. So I'm covering futures, commodity options, and future spreads. This is Beyond the Spotlight, a video that spotlights 2 or 3 markets that may become trading opportunities for this week. This week begins with Monday, November 22nd, 2021. Now, this is a shortened week. We have the Thanksgiving holiday in the U.S. The markets will be briefly open Thursday, Friday, only electronic sessions. So make sure you know the schedule before you place any trades this week. But there are still opportunities that I'm going to be watching for. If we can trade, we will trade. Please pause the video and read the disclosures to understand the risks involved with futures and commodity options trading. Let's jump into our first chart. This is the December 2021 Australian dollar contract. Now we're still trading the December contract in the currencies. We won't transition to the March contracts until probably the first week of December. So I'll keep an eye on December for now. That's where the volume and open interest is trading, and once that shifts, we'll shift as well to the March contract. But what I have here is a almost head and shoulders formation, though it's not a 12-month contract high. The head of the formation is not. So it's more of like a intermediate head and shoulders formation. You've got the left shoulder here. That's that high from the 3rd of September at 74.82. We had the sell-off and then a big rally in the fall to create a new contract high at 75.57 on October 28th. You can see that's running just below a 200-day moving average, which is at 75.39 and a half. And then we've had this recent sell-off. I think there's going to be a little bit more sell-off down to this potential support level that I have drawn off with that ellipse. Those lower lows are 71.72, 71.77, somewhere in that range. So I'm looking for just a little bit more pullback before I get long this contract. Looking at my technical indicators, you can see the MACD is down. The momentum is down in the oversold territory, and that GB turning point indicator hasn't hooked up just yet. So would love to see a little bit more of a pullback, not too much more, but want to see those indicators hook back up, and then we could take an entry to the upside, potentially all the way back to that left shoulder, which was at 74.82 again from September 3rd. You can see the moving averages are turned down as well. Would love to see those hooked up as well. Then you have a lot of confirmation for a trade to the upside. But let's keep December 2021 Australian dollar on our radar. This could be a quick trade this week, perhaps Tuesday, Wednesday, if not, then early next week. The second chart I want to look at is March 2022 spring wheat or Minneapolis wheat. This is an active recommendation from my Trade Spotlight. I am looking to sell this contract on a break of a pivot point low. The stronger pivot point is this orange ellipse, 991.25 from November 8th, but I'm putting my order below this blue ellipse here. That low is 10.03.5 from the 16th of November. I'm working order to sell at 10.03 even for an anticipation of a further breakdown through this pivot point low. I put this trade recommendation out on Tuesday, November 16th, so just under a week ago. You can see, though, the indicators are starting to turn up a little bit, but we've had some sideways trading action. We did trade above my potential stop loss. That was working on 10.33 even. That was near some session high, so I will wait to see if that holds. I can adjust the stop along that level if we do get the turnaround and the sell-off in this market. The downside target is the 933 level. That's near a 61.8% Fibonacci retracement level. Working that order good till canceled, as long as the stop, as well with the stop and my entry order. So I should have this order working for the anticipation of a breakout. If we continue higher, no harm, no foul. I'll just look to cancel the order and wait for a stronger setup. March 2022 spring wheat. The third final chart today is March 2022 cocoa. Looking for an opportunity to trade this contract as well on a break of this blue ellipse here. That low is 25.45. There is also a 20-day moving average. That's that light blue moving average at 25.44. So I'm looking for a breakout below that low and 20-day moving average. I'm going to place stop losses above these recent contract highs. It's that red line there, the highest being 26.02. So you're only risking maybe 50, 60 points on this trade. Potential target will just be this lower pivot point on 24.33 from November 8th. So you're potentially looking at maybe a 100-point target, a little bit over that. So this could be a nice short-term trade for this week as well. So you can see my indicators are all near the top and potentially turning over. The trend is flat. The stochastics is showing that momentum is starting to turn over a little bit. It's in the overbought territory. Same with the GB turning point indicator. It's looking like it's near its top and potentially could roll over as well. So if we could take a quick trade in cocoa this week, we'll absolutely do it. This is what the Trade Spotlight Advisory Service looks like. It's an email service. You get a write-up of the trade, precise entry and exit orders, so you know the risk-reward factors going into each recommendation, and you're welcome to tweak them to fit your own trading style. And then a chart you can click open to review. If you're not following the Trade Spotlight Advisory, I encourage you to do so. It's a free resource to everyone. Just go to the Daniels Trading website, click on the Advisories tab, and then under Technical Analysis, you'll find Trade Spotlight. You can read a write-up, review recent posts, and then click the orange button to subscribe. Here is all my contact information if you have any questions about the charts I reviewed today, the trade recommendation in the Minneapolis wheat futures contract, the option trade I have on, the spread trade I have on in crude oil, or just the markets in general. Thank you for taking the time to watch and listen, and happy trading, happy Thanksgiving.